was Master Mirror, a very mysterious figure. So he's asked us to go with him to Olgierd's estate in helping to collect the debt that he owes him. Now obviously he doesn't want coins, so I think we can all sort of guess what kind of debt he is looking to collect. But who or what is going to road him? He's obviously someone with extraordinary power, and I think we've only scratched the surface on discovering more about him. So he gave us this new little memento on our face to remember him by after he rescued us from the Aetheri ship. But it looks as if we're going to have 3 tasks for us to complete before Olgierd's debt is owed. Now we're heading of course to Olgierd's estate right now to go and see him. Going to road him, or Master Mirror, however you like to know him by, said he would meet us there. He had another debt to collect. But I don't know, I've just got a very unsettling feeling about him. I'm really worried about who we've just made a pact with. He's obviously someone who's much more powerful than that of a standard mage. So, who is he? Is he a demon? Like evil incarnate? Perhaps like a demigod or even a god himself. Like, just look at his initials, Gaunter or Dim. It's a very ominous name that he's got there with his initials. But he's got to be some personification of evil or something not good by the way he was talking there. Or maybe he's just the devil himself, and that is who we've just made a pact with. Either way, I can't see this going too well. We'll have a look at some character entries once we've been to Olgierd's estate, but let's keep going. Here we are, the Garian estate. What the? That's flames coming from... What the hell's going on? Is the manor on fire?
I'm stuffed to the rafters. Fear I'll slide off my saddle.
fists are itching for a fight. Hey, Witcher! How about joining our band?
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of Aetheri pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning, you noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it!
I ate with yous! Drank with yous! Fought beside yous! And you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Maybe, but I'm not going to let you execute someone right in front of me.
Whoa, nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly's going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off!
I'll leave soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
No need to be edgy, let's talk about this. Let him go or face my wrath. Or the moral grey, do what you will, not my concern. I can't let you execute him in front of me. Let him go or face my wrath. I like that.
No, you don't. Let him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witcher ass out of here.
Or
Or I'll kill you!
Go ahead. Try.
Whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Geralt, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
Long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Why not? I've not fought a Witcher before. Defeat me and I shall let him go. Stand aside. Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just listen. Stunt. Fight.
Oh, that just gave me shivers. I'm looking forward to this. Whoa! Quick.
How long are you gonna make me
Oh, he's weak. Right, I'm gonna have to try and learn how to counter him here. There we go. Okay, that worked nicely. Okay, well, he's just... Okay, he's not any normal man. Right, we've got... Let's just rebuff our Hangman's Venom. I don't think any bombs are going to be any use against him. Although I might try Salmon to see if I can blind him. Oh, I wonder what any of my decoctions here will come in use. Increases critical hit chance. No, Wyvern. Each blow landed increases attack power until the end of the fight. Or damage is taken. Right, no, that's not good. I probably would be taking some hits from him. Fog alert increases sign intensity. It's quite cloudy weather. I think we're gonna have to go good old Echidna. Each sign casts his stamina regenerates the remainder of the fight. Actually, yeah, let's try that with an Ancient Lesson as well. Oh, just be careful of that.
Harder! Strike harder! Hold nothing back!
Missed.
You do not strike, sir! Harder! Strike harder! Hold nothing back!
That's what we need to counter that work. Hell. Okay, that does not blind him, it blinds me. Still blinded, I can't target him correctly. Here we go. Come on, charge me. Okay, that is when he goes weak, you get a chance to hit him a few times.
Come on!
Seem to work a little bit, but not effectively. You son of a bitch! There we go. Okay, Axie stuns him.
Not good.
It's too risky. Take a Tawny Owl. Come on, Olgierd. Didn't miss that though, did he? It's a long fight. We're getting him down, nearly on the 3rd health. Ow. Whoa, okay. Can't afford to take one of them big hits. Woohoo! He is not messing now. He knows he's on the ropes. He's got me on the ropes too. Just need to make sure I counter-attack this.
Time to end this.
I agree with that one, Geralt. Come on. It's all about countering now. All about countering. Nearly there. On guard, Olgierd.
Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well, well. The Witcher with the heart of gold. Unsavoury as it seems, there is a silver lining. At least you now know I don't easily lose my head. Release him.
Getting off cheap, mate.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
You must recognise it then by the sounds of things. Didn't expect that though. See, we knew he had some kind of power by the way he was going in the fight, but immortal? Wasn't expecting that.
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all, and all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter O'Dim. Come to cast aspersions.
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, I haven't agreed to this yet, but did you know that the Toad was a prince? I'm gonna go with a yeah.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. Then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, O'Dim. Who is to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
This thing between you and Master Mirror, your quarrel. Really rather not get involved.
You already are, I fear. He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, then you'll not free yourself of him till you've paid it back. But never worry. I shall devise tasks so impossible you will never complete them. Not if you go mad trying. But try your best, and your debt shall be absolved, while I shall live in peace until Master Mirror finds another aide-de-camp.
What he said about the prince, that true? You turn him into a toad?
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Ephiri Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment. I was another man then. Let rage get the better of me and hollered the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
Yeah, that's to expect. So at least Master Mirror was telling the truth in that regard.
Could have told me the truth about the toad, having a bit of fun at my expense.
I simply wanted the beast dead. I could not know you would respond to the notice. Pure coincidence. Yeah, I must admit, when you, a witcher, answered the call, I thought it right. It's what you lot are trained to do.
Might have been able to lift the curse.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Then again, why bother?
He was a human being.
That bloody ethereal mutt was no human. His kind does not deserve to live.
Here goes nothing.
Guess I gotta poke the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Borsodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those two. Then, we shall speak of the third.
Any hints? Where I should go? How I might start?
You must be mad. I've no intention to make things easier for you.
Once I'm done with those two, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite a bit to complete the first two tasks.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be Von Everec blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The Von Everecs are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
Shani, I'm not sure I want to drag her into this mess. How am I supposed to bring him a house? Yes.
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there. Oh, and take plenty of coin. I have a feeling it could come in handy.
That would be nice, but there's a couple of Ethereal merchants out not far from here that took most of it, so coins are a little bit short at the moment.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you just might enjoy yourself.
Yay, can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
Ay. A couple of character entries for me. So we watch the Von Everec estate go up in flames. Okay, next quest, Dead Man's Party. So talk to Shani about the Von Everec family crypt. Lovely. So Shani's going to be in Oxenfurt, isn't she? Yes. It's all the way down here. So there's Open Sesame. So that's the auction house as well in Oxenfurt. So at least both of them are in the same location, so that's a bit handy. Just going to make a marker eastward of me, because I'm going to go and pay my Ophiri friends another visit. I'd like to see if I can get a ruin in my armour, and since I'm not really coming across many of the ruin recipes in the world, I might just have to go and buy it. It depends what I need to craft it. I may be lacking in that department, but we shall find out. What you call? Let's head there.
Hey-ya!
Yes, this is getting more mysterious by the second, isn't it? My curiosity about Ordim is not unwarranted, and now that we've found out that Olgierd is an immortal, that just complicates things even more.
Hey there.
Should do us. Our fairy friends are still here, which is good. Yeah, Dean. Like I say, I'm just going to have a read of my character entries to see if we can discover more about our recent new parties. Okay, so then, we've probably got plenty since I haven't read through this in a long time. Okay, there's going through Ordim. I think we'll leave him till last. There's Olgierd, and right, okay, let's start with the most pleasant one. So, Shani. Geralt entered the Oxenfurt sewers expecting to hunt down a hideous monster, so you can imagine his surprise when down in one of those dank, slimy corridors he ran into Shani, an old and dear friend. Geralt and I had first met this extraordinary young woman years earlier when she was just a cultish code, but by this time she had grown into a dignified doctor and a fearless field medic for the Redanian army. This latter role had led her and a unit of soldier escorts to descend into the sewers. Their goal was to gather a sample of the venom spewed by the monstrosity squatting there. Geralt, a gentleman through and through, agreed to help her in her task. And that we certainly did. Okay, Olgierd Von Everec. To this day, I do not know what caused Geralt to inquire after the contract posted by Olgierd Von Everec, that famed Witcher curiosity, an ominously light coin pouch, or perhaps it was some other, more nefarious force. Whatever the impulse, Geralt decided to visit the locally infamous nobleman and pursue the bounty on the sewer monster. From their very first encounter, Geralt knew Olgierd was a unique character. He led an informal band who worshipped the ground he walked on, though he clearly was of a different sort than they. Educated, a lover of art, and an adherent to a certain noble code. Yet Geralt also perceived something indefinable within the man, something years later he would call a void crying out to be filled. Geralt later returned to the estate where he had first met Olgierd and his band and found the place up in flames. He soon learned the property did not in fact belong to Olgierd, but had merely been commandeered by the Ataman and his men, who then went a touch overboard in their carousing. Geralt did not begrudge them their pyrotechnic over-exuberance, but the murder of the Manor's Lord he considered one cruelty too far and ordered the wrongdoer beheaded. Geralt entered the stage in the middle of this execution. In the tumult that followed, he made a most startling discovery. Olgierd Von Everec was immortal, and immortality was the start of the surprising revelations about Olgierd. Master Mirror revealed the two had signed a contract in exchange for regaining his lost status and wealth. Olgierd had promised Mirror something very personal. What exactly Geralt did not know. This contract had a strange clause. Before it could be considered complete and Master Mirror could collect his due, he had to fulfill 3 of Olgierd's wishes. He could not do this personally, however, but needed instead to make use of a proxy. His choice for this role? Geralt, who in this way was drawn into a personal settlement between a powerful, immortal nobleman and the mysterious Gaunter O'Dim. Upon hearing Geralt would be the one to carry out his requests, Olgierd wasted no time in issuing him his first challenges, to bring him the house of Maximilian Borsodi and to show his brother Vladimir the time of his life. And that's Olgierd. Last up, Gaunter O'Dim, aka Master Mirror. Geralt had escaped a great many predicaments, sometimes of his own doing, sometimes aided by others. One of the strangest helping hands was that extended to him by Master Mirror. The Witcher was on an Aphiri ship, held captive and bound for a date with the gallows when, out of nowhere, in came Master Mirror. He reminded the Witcher of their first encounter when he helped Geralt find Yennefer in White Orchard. Now he was offering help as well, this time for a price. In exchange for freeing Geralt from the ship, he demanded Geralt meet him at a certain crossroads. When the Witcher agreed, a strange mark appeared across his face. It was as though Master Mirror had put a stamp on him to show they had entered into a pact, a suspicion later confirmed beyond all doubt. Gaunter O'Dim explained he and their mutual acquaintance Olgierd Von Everec had entered into a strange pact. Their deal stipulated O'Dim would have to grant Von Everec 3 wishes, yet he could not do so on his own, having to call instead upon the services of a proxy, and who better to provide such assistance than a Witcher? Since O'Dim made agreeing to be this proxy a condition for receiving help off the Aphiri ship, Geralt had little choice but to agree. Master Mirror appeared once again, suddenly and out of nowhere, as usual after Olgierd proclaimed his first 2 wishes. Mirror told Geralt of a way to show Olgierd's brother the time of his life, even though this life had in fact ended years earlier. He equipped Geralt with Von Everec blood and the knowledge of how to summon Vladimir's ghost. Just how O'Dim had managed to collect a vial of Von Everec's blood was never made clear, but then again, burning question marks hung over everything this strange figure did. That is most definitely certain in that regard. Okay then, where are you, Mr. Ruinwright? There he is.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
He's still got a smug grin on his face.
Wouldn't mind a glance at what you got.
Right, so then, what we're wanting, so it's all these that we don't have, isn't it? Now how much are these to buy? Right, I've got 16,000, right, these aren't that bad because these are just like 50s and 60s. How are the most expensive one? 200, that's 4, 6, 8, So this is going to cost me about one and... Okay, I can live with that. Right, so that's me learn how to do all of the new ruins. So if we go into crafting, let's knock all these down. Right, okay, here we go. So glyph of binding, it's a lesser, okay, so lesser glyph of binding. I need to know how to do the lesser ones first. So it requires, okay, it's dust. Dust. Dust, right, this is good. This is good. I might repair all my gear actually. Whoa. Expensive. Right. Dismantle. Was it worth dismantling any of our gear that we picked up for now? Nope. No, actually, I'll probably sell all this to get some money back. Right, okay, here we are. Enchanting. So, mastercrafted woven armour, what were we after? So, 30% strength to use the attacker, no. Levity, no. That's what we want to use on... Okay, so actually, that's good to know. So, really, I need a glyph of mending and a glyph of reinforcement now. Nope. Explode when their die ignites nearby foes. See, that sounds fun. And I like that. I might get that. Eruption. Because it sounds funny and good. So that requires a greater glyph of reinforcement. So we require 2 greater glyph of reinforcements. And 1 greater glyph of mending. So for a greater glyph of reinforcement, it requires 2 glyph of reinforcement. Oh, this is going to require... So it requires 4 of them, essentially. So it's going to be... Yeah. Right. So... How many of these does this cost? Christ. Lesser glyph of infusion. This is not going to be... Jesus Christ. This is going to be really expensive, isn't it? And we can't actually craft... Oh, yeah, junk? Nope. He's not going to let us craft it, is he? Oh, it's in here. Right. Find the right thing. Lesser glyph of infusion. There we go. Actually, we can do plenty of that. Oh, we've lost it. I bloody hate it. The menu does that sometimes. Find it. Okay. Let's ride the way down here. That should be enough, my calculations are correct. So we need standard glyph of reinforcement. Yes. There we go. I've done it a bit more actually than I needed, but that's okay. Right. Right, yeah. Okay, so we've got all we needed there. If I can remember. Sorry. That's levity. Okay, so we can get eruption on that now if we wish, which we will do. Cool. So it takes up all the ruin slots, but that's absolutely fine. Right, so it's just a greater glyph of mending. She'll obviously require... Right back to the top. So lesser glyph of mending. Oh, I'm lacking here, aren't I? Gold nougat. I'm not going to have enough. I'm short by 1. Unless... See, there's a reason I keep all this shit. Good. Right. Gives me a look. Fucking he's rich, this guy. He's minced me for 5k. This is ridiculous. Right, so back to crafting. Right, now that might be enough. Please be enough. Yes. Oh, just over 11k.
Thanks. So long.
But at least we've got what we need for when we want to put levity on our bear school chess piece. So we're learning all these lesser glyphs now since we've just come out of the menu. Yeah, you both smug bastards. I like you better because you didn't literally rinse me for money, but your other friend just... I'm gonna be salty and prickly with him just any other time that I need him. Oh, Roach. Don't bring me back here again, even if I try to make you bring me back this way. It just brings back bad memories. Right. We're off to Oxenfurt for Dead Man's Party to see one of our, well, I won't say our favourite redhead, because my favourite redhead would, of course, be Triss Merigold, but let's just go with one of our favourite redheads.
Move it!